lead clinical psychologist at the British CBT and Counselling Service. And in this video, I'm going to talk about treatment for children suffering with depression. Now, it's estimated that in the UK alone, there are over 80,000 children suffering with depression. This equates to about 4% of the population. But currently, there's not actually any really good quality evidence supporting one particular approach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe what we do at the British CBT and Counselling Service. So we will see children and their families for a course of treatment that involves 3 sections. The first section is individual sessions with the child. The second is sessions with the parents. And the third are sessions with the family. So I'm going to look at each one of those sections in a bit more detail. So in the sessions with the child, the individual sessions, we'll be drawing quite heavily on cognitive behavioural therapy, or CBT, that's been specifically designed or developed for children. And these techniques will be used to improve a child's mood, but also to help them to understand why they feel the way that they feel. If they have that understanding, everything starts to feel a little bit less scary and overwhelming. So these techniques are about lifting a child's mood by helping them to identify the thoughts that contribute to that mood, but also the behaviours that make that mood worse. But they're also about building a child's self-esteem and confidence, because it's these things that will protect them against those symptoms returning, but also against the occurrence of future mental health problems. So these sessions aren't just about managing what's happening now, it's about equipping the child with, I suppose, life skills for the future. In terms of the parent sessions, the reason these are important is because parents are the single biggest influence in their child's life. So what they teach their child will have far, far more significance than something a therapist will teach their child. Parents are also available all of the time, whereas a therapist is only available once a week. So the therapist is basically teaching the parents what they know so that the parents can go home and put it into practice. And then the changes that will be seen will be much bigger, much quicker, and much more long-lasting. In essence, what you'll learn as a parent is how to structure your child's environment and interact with them in a way that gives them a sense of achievement, control and mastery over their environment, and also a sense of satisfaction. And this over time will reduce their symptoms of depression. The third section are the family sessions. So these are for anybody who fancies attending. And it's about helping the family start to think of themselves as a team that work together to deal with problems, but also work together to make sure every single one or every single member of that family feel valued and heard. In terms of the duration of the therapy, this very much depends on the severity of the child's symptoms, how long they've been suffering, but also whether anybody else in the family has mental health problems. And in terms of effectiveness, what we found at the British CBT and Counselling Service is that if you can complete the course of therapy, there is a 100% success rate. So everybody, in our experience, who has completed the course of therapy has got better. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. I'll see you soon.